Hey dudes, what's going on? It's me, sirEthan. Gonna go ahead and commentate here. Get my volume down a good bit. So this is me versus Antis in the ladder race tournament that Antis actually just hosted about 2 weeks ago. From 2 weeks ago, as in the time that I'm commentating this. If you guys would like the link to the Discord that I'm in, I'll go ahead and slap that in the description, and if for any reason the link does not work, if the link doesn't work, just comment and let me know. So anyway, I'm going ahead, just doing a very typical archer start right here. I actually go ahead and get an archer kill right there, which is very beneficial. Adjust my volume here. I'm still used to this whole new YouTube stuff, so if the volume is too low or too high, go ahead and comment down below, and let me know how I can fix that for my next video. But anyway, I'm just applying a lot of crawler pressure here. You guys can actually see that. I'm taking a tower with sword, I believe. Yeah. And I don't know if the sword... I'm not exactly sure how long the sword was taking tower there. Arrows of Time, putting a lot of pressure on me to try and get tower and push me away from his base, which is the smart thing to do. And Arrows of Time, of course, being Antis. Getting a little bit of lag here. Sorry. So he's got to make sure his micro is on point here so that he does not lose anything. This is Desert, which means that really Order is going to have a pretty stinking good advantage against Chaos, because short maps are just so strong in an OVC matchup for Order. And I'm really reaping the benefits of that right now and taking pretty decent advantage of that. Even on Desert, though, you have to get a wall because you just cannot underestimate crawlers. And I get a wall out actually I get a bomber snipe there, and I have the wall out, which is awesome. So things are really working for me right now. Antis, he's got me off tower, which is good, but it probably won't be that way for long, simply because I have the wall so close to tower and 3 archers. The economy is, for both people, actually, I think it's pretty in favor of Antis right here. Yeah, that guy's heading towards second row, which is definitely further out than my miners are at right now, but that's alright. There's still a lot of pressure on him. And you see what I'm doing with my sword there. I've got him up so that when the castle archer is done loading, which I am simply predicting right now, the sword will catch the poisons that the death throws instead of my archers, so that my archers are just going to walk back in and die. And even if an archer gets poisoned on Desert, they can still walk back and actually live. But it's not something that I want to bet on. If he gets hit twice, then I'm not sure if he can make it back in time. So now the economy has really evened up a good bit, you can see right there. And that's kind of what happens is, if an Order player is playing correctly, then Chaos should have a bit of a population advantage in some way or another, and then it'll eventually even out. Arrows of Time now has his first dead out. I'm loading up a ninja, which will be a good counter to that. Although Arrows of Time is loading up just a typical tank. He's going to get a Juggernaut out soon, which is also a good idea. He's also getting tower, he's getting charge, he's really doing what he can to survive, and he's also getting passes, which is an interesting thing. My miner hustle's loading at the same time that his passive time is loading, which isn't something you're going to see a lot against people who aren't Antis. He's now moving out for tower, which is definitely smart. I'm just chilling behind my wall, and you can see right now the Antis cam is all over the place. Because, you know, Antis, he's got that APM, actions per minute. Looking all over the map all the time. Antis is a pretty fast player, one of the fastest players in the game. And if you don't know, Antis really gets a lot of that from StarCraft 2, which is another RTS, which has a lot more skill in it than this game will probably ever. So, let's see, Antis kind of just gives up on those bombs, and the bombs don't really get much out of him. My ninja's at low health there, I gotta be sure to be very careful. And this ninja just barely... does he live? Does he live? No, the ninja dies, which is unfortunate, but on the bright side, I think... well, I didn't get any deads at all there. So that was actually a negative trade-off for me. I might have lost an archer there. Yeah, I lost an archer and I lost a ninja, and at the end of the day, it doesn't really trade off because his deads are still alive. And now, if you look, he's just garrisoning his deads. On the bright side, his deads are essentially out of the fight. And I'm actually staying out of range of his towers right now, which is something really important. If you don't know, archers have more range than towers. So just step back with your archers and let the tower simply take all of the damage. I do run a spear in there though, that kind of nullifies that range advantage, but I bring him back out, which is just fine. I'm loading up a mage, and Arrows of Time is... Antis is actually... he actually has a marrow out, which is very good. And now my archer count isn't looking as good. I only have 4 archers. I'm good on my tanks right now. Actually, I need to make sure that I have another spear on the way. Now he's really popping out a whole lot more stuff right now. He's gonna get a Merrick snipe there, which means that my overall loss right now, significantly at least, is an archer, a Merrick, and a ninja. And for him, it's not at all the same, as far as I know. I almost got deads, but I did not. And there I get a poison in, and I think I actually poison in... yeah, I poison a few wings there. Okay, so we kind of do a trade-off there. It was a marrow for a wizard. Antis, again, he has another marrow loading up, which is the smart thing. And I, again, also have a mage loading up, which I would say is a smart thing, because I just had so much mana. My archer count is looking a bit more healthy, which is definitely what I need in a scenario like this. He's got a lot of jugs, though, which is going to be difficult for me to deal with. I do make another wall, which is what I, well, exactly what I need to be doing. See, I actually pop out another miner there, just because Order really thrives off a massive economy. Been a little sick lately. There's another wall on the way. And an E-wall. So he's charging in, all those jugs are doing a ton of work. Ooh, and there's a happy fist right across my units, but the mage is still alive, and I try to get a wall out in time, and it really just stalls for a second. That mage is... oh, is he gonna die? I don't remember actually what happens to this mage here. Actually, this mage is getting a ton of value. This is great, but I walk forward with him there, which might end up killing him, and that's exactly what happens. It looked like the ghost might have secured the kill. Now I have some garrisoned, ooh, that was a bad loss there. Should have been quicker on the draw. But I am going to end up getting this Medusa kill, I think. And I just barely keep myself from walking over the poison. But yeah, that should be a confirmed Medusa kill. Of course, I am exchanging a ninja, so it's really personal preference whether or not you think that's worth it. So I'm pushing out again, but this time I do not have a mage to back me up, and I do not have any ninjas, and he has yet another Medusa. So this is not looking as good for me. Actually, I just called GG there and give up. That was a really interesting game, really well played by Antis, no doubt. I think I just was too lazy with my mages. I needed to keep my mages alive, and the initial loss I had definitely set me back for the rest of the game. I lost a Merrick, a ninja, and an archer, which are two very significant losses that are definitely going to cost me, or they did definitely cost me. So if I had kept those guys alone, Even if I had lost my mages later on, I possibly still would have been in a winning position. But that was a really good game. Well done for Mantis. Mantis beats me a lot. He's probably the best player in the game right now. There are some people who come close behind him though, like Somar, Rain, Vacu Fairy, others. And yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. This might be my first video on YouTube. We'll see what order I post things in. But do me a favor, subscribe, and like the video if you want to see me post more content around Stick Empires, because it really encourages me to do so. So with that being said, y'all take care. See you in the next video.